look at this dynamic pattern now. Now this looks like a combination of what we've done before, because the left half seems to be going to the right and the right half seems to be coming to the left. However, this is in fact to be seen in a different way. If you notice, every bit is in fact just toggling, and we will create this using the bitwise XOR. Once again, we are building the bit by bit project from the YByte Python curriculum. We are now at a very interesting phase of the project where we are building all these dynamic patterns. We will, having seen a pattern built, let's say based on left shift, then on the right shift, we will now see something that's built on bitwise X. In fact, the idea here is quite simple. You notice carefully that we are toggling between these two patterns, and clearly these are complements of each other. So all we need is a way to, let's say, invert every bit. And think about it, if I XOR a bit with a 1, then that basically ends up inverting it, which means that if I XOR with, let's say, all ones, I'll end up inverting all the bits, and that's exactly what I'll do. I get back here to my code, I create a new style, let's say I call it 3, and I just initialize the pattern for style being 3. So I just say, well, look, if style is say 3, if style is 3, then I'm looking for a pattern, let's say 1 1, say 0 0 0 0, and again 1 1. This is just a starting point anyway. What I want to do most importantly, okay, so this should have been a right shift uh, previously, so I'll fix that, and I just have an update of pattern over here. This is actually quite much simpler in a way. So all I'll do is that I'll just go and say, well, look, if style is 3, then pattern I would like to XOR this with, let's say 0B 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Of course, I could have done XOR with 255. The two are actually equivalent. In fact, I don't need any of this, because all that will happen as I let's say let's just call it say toggle basically XOR. Okay, so when I do this, the patterns will just invert. Now that's exactly what happens when I run this code. We see that the two patterns are toggling. Every bit is basically going from 0 1 0 1 and so on, and the net result is quite interesting. Of course, we can play with this. Let's say I start with some other let's say pattern. I go and set, let's say, the inner two bits also to say just maybe make it 1 1 0 1 0 0 1. Any other pattern is fine. Notice again the same thing is going on. I'm just toggling between the two patterns, and a bitwise XOR does it for me, because XORing with all ones gives me an inversion on every bit, and that's precisely what's going on. Again, seeing this live makes it so much more. Once again, if you think learning with activities makes your learning much more clearer, much more vivid, look at our website www.ybyte.in, because we learn Python programming through such fun activities. Take care, enjoy programming, have fun.